Welcome back to the Horror Academic. New week, new movies. So, last night I watched Zombie Honeymoon. A little bit of background on why I even have this movie. Back when this was still being shopped around, so 2004, it was doing like film festivals and stuff like that. And they were hitting a lot of horror conventions dressed in cosplay for their characters. Or once you watch it, you realize not necessarily for their characters, but kind of a general zombies wedding themed cosplay. So I remember seeing these guys a lot. I think like at least two conventions. I want to say like Horror Find and a Fango, and saw them on panels discussing independent filmmaking. So this was a really small production. Like I said, 2004. I got a DVD release in 2005 through Showtime, which is pretty cool. It's a bit of a sad story, though. It's not a fun romp, I guess you could say. It's the story of a young couple from Jersey, rockabilly couple, and they get married, and right like the minute the wedding is over, run out, and one of their uncles gives them their I guess like summer home on the shore. Not that I refer to it that way, but they're obviously North Jersey people. And so they go hang out there for the week, and I think I can't remember if they say it's Seagirt or Seabright, but that's that area that I grew up in, that kind of Monmouth County, Ocean County area. From the footage, it looks more Ocean County. Like it looks like Point Pleasant when they show scenes of them driving and stuff. But anyway, so they get the summer house, which looks like somebody's regular home, to be honest, for about a week. And they get down there. They go down to the beach. He's a surfer. They're like living their best lives, talking about how, can't believe we're married. Next thing is, they allude to the fact that they're trying to get pregnant. And they talk about the fact that their big goal is to leave the U.S. and go live in Portugal. So, their toast all the time is, to Portugal. And, they get this whole, that's it, we're going to do it. We're not going to just talk about it. We're not going to be one of those couples that 20 years down the line realize we didn't do any of the things we wanted to do. And, they quit their jobs, and they're like, that's it. Once the honeymoon's over, we're going to totally go buy tickets and just fly to Portugal, and we're going to move. Which all sounds great. So, like, the beginning of the movie is just the story of these two kids who just got married. And I say kids because they look to be in their 20s, and I'm old. Anyway, but when they go to the beach that first time, and he goes surfing, and she's chilling out on the beach drawing, something happens. And he is attacked by someone who walks out of the water. And they take him to the hospital, and he's proclaimed dead. This is all the beginning of the movie, so I'm not really spoiling too much. But of course, something happens, and his heart starts back up. Or at least, he gets back up. Not clear if his heart starts back. But they think everything's like a miracle, and it's awesome, and it's great, and he's good. So she takes him back to the summer house, and they call up their friends and tell them, come on, where are you guys? You're supposed to meet us here. We're supposed to, hang out at the beach and just chill for this week. And then things start going wrong. And I'm going to leave it there because this is a movie I'm guessing most people haven't seen. So I would say check it out. It's, like I said, small budget, small cast. Looking at IMDb, it looks like these actors have gone on to do quite a bit of television and other like cable movies and stuff like that, which is cool to see. I think everything was really well done. It's a good script. From what we remember discussing it last night, from seeing them talk about it at conventions and things like that, this is a story, and you see there's a dedication at the end of the credits to I believe the writer is a woman whose husband died right after they got married. So it's kind of like The Crow in that sense, where this is her therapy. And she talked about that making this film was therapy for her. And it's really, it's heartbreaking. obviously, with a title like Zombie Honeymoon, you're going to know that somebody turns into a zombie, and it becomes her struggle of, what do I do? We said till death do us part. How does that work now? Like it's really well done. I mean, some of the things look a little cheeseball because of it's being obviously a low budget film, but the effects are really well done. The makeup is very good. Like I said, the script is very good. Maybe some of the actors are a little amateurish, but I've watched films with much worse acting on much bigger budgets. So I'm not going to let that take away from it that some of the secondary characters weren't great actors. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen it, I think it's on. I kind of have a feeling one of the reasons I started thinking about it again was I think I saw it on Shudder's listing or Netflix, one of the two. So it's out there. 2004. I mean, the only thing that makes it kind of retro is there's a video store scene, which is kind of cool, and video stores. But yeah, I recommend it. I think it was really well done. I don't like one of the things we talked about. My husband didn't want to watch it with me because he watched it when we bought the DVD, and I never got a chance. And he said, "No, I saw it, and it's a bit of a bummer, and I don't really need to watch it again, but you should definitely watch it because it was very good." So I'm going to say the same. I don't know if I'm really going to rewatch this one too much because it is a bummer, but it's really well made. One other thing we did talk about was some of the promotion for the film made it seem like more of a horror comedy, and that's not true. So again, that's probably we were discussing in time frames. This was right after Shaun of the Dead, so I think they were trying to capitalize a little bit on that as far as the distributors. So this is not a funny laugh out loud romp, but it is a pretty decent story of kind of realistically what would happen if somebody in your life became a zombie, particularly your spouse, your new spouse. So check it out if you haven't seen it. I give it thumbs up. All right, so I will see you guys tomorrow, and see you later.